We all hear about coastal hazards, mostly coastal erosion and flooding, and how they threaten and often damage coastal properties and assets. What we call coastal hazards are in fact totally natural processes resulting from storms and high tides. As seen in video 1, most New Zealand beaches naturally move to and fro over time, eroding and depositing, and have always done so over years and decades. This natural shoreline fluctuation means each beach needs an active zone on which to operate, called a dynamic envelope. Any structure built too close to the shoreline within this envelope will be in the path of natural erosion. Anytime the coast is modified by development or use, by flattening dunes, removing coastal vegetation, or draining coastal wetlands, the natural defence they offered is gone, and the risk of flooding much increased. There are a number of ways to manage the risk of coastal hazards. Historically, as seen in our video 4, it has been largely by building protective structures on beaches. Currently, as in video 5, the strategy is to work with nature, moving any development or use back from the active beach zone, avoiding the erosion risk, and giving room for the beach to regain its natural form, which itself will help protect against coastal erosion. One of the tools to achieve this, setbacks, lines behind which any new development must be set back, are being added to district plans. There are two types of setback. A primary setback defines the area currently at risk of natural erosion and flooding. In other words, it's maximum active envelope and excludes new development within that area. Schemes to assist existing structures already within the hazard area may include transitional protective beach work and help with relocation. A secondary setback, an estimation of how far inland a shoreline with its accompanying natural erosion will move over the next 100 years. It will focus on predicting local sea level rise. This involves a complex combination of factors, but national guidelines suggest a range between 30 centimetres and 100 centimetres over the next 50 to 100 years. Local factors such as elevation and geology of the land will determine how far inland the shoreline will move with a given sea level rise. The rules are different for this area. Structures may be allowed, but with certain requirements, such as being easily relocatable, having elevated floor levels, having excess drainage capacity and water storage, and there are defined trigger points for relocation, such as increased storm frequency, flood heights, or erosion levels. As well as buildings, any roads and other infrastructure, if in this area, must be engineered to be resilient and/or be retro-protected. How are these setbacks drawn up? Each setback is specific to a location. Planners and consultants involve the wider community to inform about coastal processes, risk assessments, sea level probabilities, and plans for adapting to future conditions. Information is gathered from surveying beach profiles, aerial photos, LiDAR surveys of elevation, historic records, and community knowledge, and takes into account weather cycles, local land movement, other local factors such as nearby river outlets and sediment supplies. Setbacks should be reassessed and changed with any new scientific information or observations.